What up, fam? How are you?
Hi,
So good to see you.
So good to see
Hop in.
you. Thank you.
How are you? Sorry, did I make you walk a lot?
No, not at all.
Yeah?
Not at all. Don't. This
Sure.
is like literally where I always come from.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Bless you. Well, if I
Bless
kid it,
you.
I
Oh
see
my
you. You know, like,
God. I'm so excited.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace and love, ladies and gentlemen, and another episode of Buckle Up. And man, oh man, yo, okay, there's no proper way really to say this, but I just want to, I'll say it. You know when you, and I say this to, you know, a lot of people that I get on Buckle Up, you fall in love with their art, but then when you get to know them and you have this connection, you fall in love with their human. And I think this is what my next guest really kind of, you know, really symbolizes. You know, she's in the UAE for the first time now, and this is where we got to meet for the first time. And there's a lot of incredible, you know, things. And now there's somebody in the back that he needs to move. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. So this is Buckle Up. So you know, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, from Sudan, the one and only Nadine. Make some noise. How you doing, sister?
Thank you. I'm good. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much. That was a beautiful introduction. I'm honored.
I am so blessed to meet you, and I can't wait
Likewise.
to get to know you more. And thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me. I just want to say really quickly, because I mean, Big Has, come on, the coolest, the most amazing, like has done so much for the culture, has done so much to support Sudanese artists. So
Bless.
it's an honor to be here. Where would we be without you?
Oh,
Alhamdulillah.
bless.
Thank you. So
Bless.
I just have to
Wow.
say that. Really, thank you.
Are you
so
ready
much.
to buckle up?
I'm ready to buckle up.
Well, the good thing is she hasn't buckled up yet, so you've seen some episodes.
Yes, I have. I have, sir.
All right, let's go. Let's buckle up then.
Okay, let's
ready to
do
buckle
it.
up?
Oh my
'Cause
God.
It's important to buckle up.
Drive safely, guys.
Of course. Okay.
Okay.
Nadine.
Oh my God.
Before I talk about Throne,
Yeah.
is Throne your first official?
It is. It is. Yeah.
Yani, this girl, her first official single is called Throne. She did an amazing kick-ass video.
Thank you.
Big
Shout
up
out
to the
Koti.
team.
Yeah,
Yo, shout out to the
Mohammed
team.
Samani,
Big up
Koti.
to them.
Yeah, thank you.
Before we talk about Throne, I want to talk about Nadine. How did this whole music thing start with you? Like, I'm interested to know your background. Just to, you know, just a quick thing. You know, a couple of years ago, I saw this incredible video online of an incredible gentleman by the name of AKA Keyz. Yo,
amazing.
look, just getting goosebumps. Look,
Yeah,
look.
yeah,
So I
yeah,
saw this
yeah.
and I fell in love with it, and then I
Yeah.
saw that you directed it.
Oh,
or you
this
shot
is the
it.
Wait For Me?
Yeah.
Wait For Me. Oh my gosh, that was the first video you saw?
That was the first ever video.
No way.
And then I posted about it, and then people went nuts on my
Crazy. Oh my
Instagram. People were like,
gosh.
"What is that flow?"
Wow.
And then I was like, "Nadine Oruga." And then we connected.
Thank you, yeah.
So you're not only, of course, a singer, songwriter. You're a director. You're a filmmaker.
Oh,
you
that's
know,
so
you're,
kind of you to say.
You're mashallah alayki. So anyway, before all that, how did this whole music thing start with Nadine?
So basically, I really always loved singing,
Okay.
and like my dad's a DJ. My mom would always listen to music, so I always
Bless
had that
your dad.
around me.
Bless your dad.
Yeah,
Got the chance to meet him.
Oh yeah, he
Woo.
was so happy to meet you. He,
What a
loves
legend.
you.
Capital, baby. Let's go.
Capital Radio represent. But yeah, no, thank you so much. No, so it was like I was always surrounded by it. I always knew I wanted to be something, whether it was going to be like a singer, an actress, or whatever. I think when you grow up, you kind of like let go of those childhood dreams. Like even if they're there in your soul, you're just I never really thought I was good enough, and I kind of like did other bits of music. Like I would play piano, I would sing covers at like talent shows and stuff. But I tried writing songs, but they were never up to par.
But what was it that got you to love? Like, was it a certain musician, for example?
Yeah, it was Keyz, actually. Funny that you mentioned him. It was Keyz. Yeah, I remember I like recorded like Throne at his house. Like that was the first time.
Throne was recorded
at
Keyz
his.
oh,
Yeah,
man. Bless.
yeah. And
Okay.
and like after we were recording it, he was like, "So what are you like trying to do with music?" And I was like, "I don't know. I love it, but I don't know if I'm good enough." He was like, "No, this is what you're doing for the rest of your life. Like this is it, khalas." Like he really instilled so much confidence in me. I told him I wanted to rap, but I didn't think I could because of my
Mashallah
voice.
yeah.
And he like, mashallah alayhi, like he's the person who really makes people believe in themselves. So shout out Keyz.
Shout
aka
out Keyz, bro.
Not only just a great musician, but and just a great person. Like
Yeah.
he's incredible.
You both
so.
are incredible. It's so
That's
good to see you
okay.
guys
Thank
both together.
you.
And there's,
Thank you.
it's such an important kind of thing to have someone like that in your
Yeah,
life, right?
oh my god, like genuinely, it really is. anybody who has come in, or anybody who has had Keyz come into their lives can tell you that their lives are not the same after. Like, that's not even an exaggeration. You can ask anybody.
Agree.
Really, mashallah.
When Keyz came to my life, he changed my life. For sure, 100%.
I believe that.
Yeah, and I haven't met him yet, so like he has that power, mashallah.
He does, mashallah, mashallah. So yeah, no.
Okay.
It's an honor.
So would you say like that was, you know, what Throne was the first kind of you know, song that you even got? Were you, was there kind of not doubts? Were you scared to dive into this?
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, I was so scared. I'm still scared.
Bless.
Like, yeah, I mean, it's scary, like putting yourself out there, and it's so competitive, this industry. It's so competitive.
Cluttered right now as well.
Saturated, very
Saturated.
There's so many talented people, and not even like really overly saturated with just trash, like saturated with good people, like talent, you know? So it's very like, oh my gosh, like, can I do this? Like, what can I bring to the table that's unique or different, you know? And it's scary, but I think you really just have to, even if you have that doubt, just lie to yourself and be like, you know what? Like, I'm personally, like, I have faith, like, I, you know, believe in God and stuff. So like me, for myself, like, okay, God made me this way. Obviously I'm unique in some way. I have something to bring, you know? Whatever you believe in, just know that, like, you're here for a reason and you have purpose. So I think, that's how I try to.
Wow.
But that's what I try to tell myself anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know how to speak properly.
What?
So I'm overly excited for this.
Mashallah, you, but on the contrary, fam, you're incredible.
Thank you.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong. Did you live a little bit in America? When did you move to America? How did you tell us about like that?
So basically, I moved to America when I was a year old with my family, and I was in Virginia for like 9-10 years.
Wow, Virginia.
Yeah, Virginia. Yeah, Sudan Central over there. But yeah, it was like a good experience. I was really young, you know, so like the memories I have of America are very like childhood memories, like Kool-Aid and, you know, snacks and public school, and so it wasn't really like too intense. But then I came to Sudan. I was in Sudan until I graduated high school.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
Wow.
A while, until I was 18. That's like where all my closest friends are from.
And if I may ask, how did you and Keyz like link? How did that?
Yeah, no, of course.
There's a story there.
There's definitely a story there. So we actually met in Birmingham, where I did my master's.
Okay. Yeah, he's based in the UK.
He's based in the UK. He's based in Birmingham. He's doing his undergrad there in creative writing.
Bless
and
him.
English. Yeah.
Creative writing.
Yeah.
Mashallah.
Yeah, I know. Mashallah, he's incredible.
Okay.
Yeah. So we I saw a video of his, No Options Left. I saw the video. Have you seen it?
Yeah, of course.
Oh my gosh, incredible. And I saw the video on Twitter.
Okay.
And it's like, Sudan is so small. Everybody knows everybody. I was like, how did nobody know or tell me that there's a Sudanese rapper living in Birmingham? Because I was so lonely there. I didn't have anybody. All my friends were in London.
See, that's a sign.
That's a sign, exactly. And he just like an angel popped into my life. And I remember I just messaged him like, yo, like I really was a fan of what he was doing, and I was like, let me do a photo shoot for you, like can I help you in some way? It wasn't even like that. Like when I first messaged him, it was so friendly. Like I didn't even dream of anything happening between us, and then when we met, obviously things took their course, and the rest is history. So alhamdulillah.
The power of connection.
Yeah,
mashallah.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we just like had been speaking back and forth on Instagram just a little bit, and I literally dug into all of his music. And I remember messaging him one day, and I was like, my life goal is to make you famous. Like I will do whatever it takes, because at that point I hadn't really started my music stuff, and I didn't think I could. So I was like, even if I have to be this guy's tour photographer, even if I have to be his manager, I'm gonna make sure he makes it, because like he's wild.
What was it about Keyz that got you, like, and you know him more than any of us, obviously. What was it about Keyz? You know, because you know, for different people, like for me, it was definitely his flow, his energy, his writing.
Yeah.
But then what made me fall in love with him is his personality.
Totally.
You know, so what was it about Keyz that made you believe in him that much?
It was just his humility, honestly. How humble he is. Like for someone that talented at such a young age, like you would expect them to be a little cocky, you know.
Yeah, it gets to their head.
Yeah, it gets to their head, but not at all. Like his whole persona and vibe is just about like love and self-belief, and he really shares that with other people. He doesn't just keep it for himself. Like his energy, his talent, his kindness, his love, his skill, he's very generous with all of it.
I mean, the first time I posted about him, he sent me this long. You and him, you make me tear every time.
Like, he made me that way, but anyway.
Like it was crazy. Like it's long reply. And stuff like, yo, thank you for getting out of your way to post about it, and then it says, Bro, we love you, man.
Yeah, honestly,
we love you, Keyz.
I love you so much. Amazing.
مكانكم خالي يعني, you know, we wish you were here.
I know.
We'll definitely make that happen.
One day, yeah.
We want to make it happen.
For sure.
طيب, Nadine, I gotta talk about Throne, and we're gonna hear Throne a little bit right now as we're cruising. Yeah, أختي, what is this?
Thank you
This
so
is your
much.
first single.
It is.
And I'm like listening to it in the car right now.
Thank you
Fam,
so much.
there's a part that I want to talk to you about.
For sure.
But tell us about the song.
Okay.
I want to hear the song first.
Yes, for sure.
I forget sometimes, I don't know why.
Goosebumps.
Oh, thank you.
Flowers in my heart in black and white. Why even try?
So sad.
Get out of here.
Baby, I just
Fam, what inspired you to write those? Because the lyrics are so dope. And there's a part at 3:34. I can't believe this is your first. You did something that I'll highlight. But tell us about the song.
Well, first of all, shout out Marwan on the Moon. He's Sudani, mashallah, aleho. Like, he produced this for me. He was also somebody who really encouraged me in the beginning and really helped me believe in myself. Marwan.
Wow.
You might know him. He's a photographer, graphic designer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him.
Marwan.
Yes.
Is he based here?
He's in Elaine, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yo.
Yeah.
He produced this.
He produced this song.
يخرب بيتك. Wow.
He did. He's crazy talented. All from scratch. Like, I would send him vocals. He would work around it. It wouldn't be, the song would not be what it is without him. Like, hands down, hands down. And I feel like no other song I've ever made has been the same because I've never worked with a producer
like that.
You know? So, shout out him. But when I wrote this, I was like going through a really rough time actually.
Okay.
And like was really struggling a lot with like insecurities, and I felt like I knew what my potential was, but I just didn't feel like I could get there. So like I felt like I was like, it was at a time where I feel like I wasn't being truly myself. Like I would be, you know, maybe posting pictures on Instagram and like stunting and like, you know, a lot on the outside people were like, oh my god, you look so cool, you look so confident, like you look like you have everything together, and inside I'm like, I don't at all.
That's so powerful that you're saying that now.
It's the reality, you know. So
this song is about that?
Yeah, absolutely, like through and through. Like it's really like, I mean, even like certain lyrics, like the whole chorus is I juxtapose with every pose, think I'm stunting, they don't know I feel too small for my throne.
Yes.
You know, so like knowing that like I know that I have that potential to like have a throne and be queen and like, you know, do things the right way, and like I'm kind of faking it, but I don't actually feel that way yet. You know, so they think that like I have everything going for me, but I don't. Like I really don't, you know?
That's
Yeah, it's sad.
It's also powerful in a way.
You.
I think and shout out to, you know, all the sisters out there. I think especially because I think we make it sound like it's not cool to be vulnerable and it's not cool, you know, but it's okay to be real, like, you know, just, you know.
Yeah,
and this is what, you know, obviously there's a lot of talk about that right now, but fam, there's a section here.
Yeah.
I think it was in the minute 3 where there's like 1 second, like this is crazy. How is this song being perceived? Like, are people, you know, what was the feedback from your friends and close people?
Alhamdulillah, like the feedback was cool. Like it was more than I expected, you know, it being my first single and stuff, but I was really, really blessed to like, for people to hear it and be like, oh shit, like I think a lot of people didn't expect it from me. It was very new, you know, not even in a mean way, but in a way that I had never like really been like, hey, I'm a songwriter, hey, I can sing.
You dive this deep.
Yeah, and I think people were like, oh, okay, we didn't know that you could, you know, so alhamdulillah.
How did it feel when it was released? I think you released it September, was it? It says September 30th, 2018 or so, around that time.
Oh my god, ages ago, I released it first with the video. Yeah. And that was that was a good experience to have, because I think it really just put me out there.
Yeah.
Like instead of just having the single and a song, like there was a video, people saw my face, and I thankfully had the most amazing production team.
Incredible.
And director. Yeah.
We gotta put a link in the video and down, you guys.
Yeah, no, they did an incredible job, and they were all like, by the way, like not to, but it was all for free. Like They
Bless.
literally just did me a favor, and I just
Bless.
wanted to highlight that because I think it's so beautiful when like up and coming artists support each other. Like Koti was very like, look, I have a portfolio, I want to start, you know, showing that I can be a director, I want to make this part of that, and that's collaboration. Yes, and it's beautiful.
Ya akhi, Sudan.
I know, it's amazing.
This part, fam.
Oh, yeah.
This part. Look again. What? The patient. Yo, that is. Yeah.
This is Marwan's production, to be honest.
No, I'm telling you, even the way you were performing, the production is.
Thank you.
But the way you. This is your first single, fam.
Thank you so
So-
much. I'm so honored to see you react to it. Like,
yo,
it's
I'm telling you, I seen the video before, but when I was driving to you here, I blasted up, and I'm like, yo, what is this?
Oh man, thank you so much. Marwan killed it. Those drums, the Brazilian drums, are wild. Yeah.
This is a question a lot of people want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, a lot of people got to know, from my followers, I mean, I got to know of you when we released this incredible Sudan cipher, which was amazing.
Thank you for that.
That was
That's a
incredible.
big
Definitely
deal.
talk about that.
For sure.
But you rapped. You know.
did, yeah.
How did singing to rapping? How did this transition happen?
Yeah.
I'm sure Keyz had a lot to do with
A
it.
lot to do, but this is what a lot of people
yeah.
don't know, and I'm so glad you asked me this question. I have actually wanted to be a rapper for a really long time.
You're rapper first.
Yeah,
Okay.
honestly, before I even met Keyz, like I was like, yo, rapping is it. Like in uni, I would freestyle with my friends, like over beats. Like I would literally like, when there would be like parties where people would just plug in an aux cord and like, you know, play music, I would jump on a stage and grab a microphone and just like rap over Drake as if it's like my song, you know?
Nice.
I just didn't think I could do it. I was like me with my little voice, and like, you know, I didn't feel like I deserved to.
Big heart though, that's what matters.
Oh, thank you.
Don't matter, little voice, big voice.
Thank
You're
you.
a good heart.
Thank you so
So
much.
you wanted to be a rapper first.
Really, like honestly, like singing, yes, obviously, like I wanted to do both, but I wanted to rap so badly, wallah. I wanted to rap so badly.
Who did you used to listen to rappers wise?
I got into hip hop very late. I was like listening to Kanye and A$AP Rocky,
Oh.
J. Cole, Drake in the beginning before Views, honestly. And not shade, but it's just the truth.
Yeah.
And I was also listening to Nicki Minaj a little bit, Little
Nice.
Sims a lot.
Oh.
Yeah, Little Sims. Oh my god. And now obviously I listen to like more people and stuff, but that was it back then. A$AP Rocky was probably like my
How did it
biggest.
feel when you first like rapped? Did it feel different? Because there's a lot of, you know, obviously singing is different than rapping. Obviously, when you
totally.
rap, does it give you that? Do you feel a certain kind of power different than singing, or?
I feel definitely a certain kind of power. I'm still trying to get over the insecurity that I feel when I rap, though.
Insecurity when you rap?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Well, thank you so much. I mean, it's definitely empowered me a lot, and I do believe that I can do it. But it's, you know, it's just a chip. It's just me projecting, basically. This chip on my shoulder, like, oh, like, does the sound okay? Is my flow okay? Like, and it's so opposite what a rapper's supposed to feel, because rappers are like, the whole vibe of hip hop is like, when you're a rapper, it's like, I'm a rapper.
Yeah.
I can smoke any of you.
Yeah.
Come for me.
And
you know, that's the
that's the
energy.
attitude, yeah.
That's the attitude. And
It's true.
I'm like, you get to step into that.
Okay.
So, inshallah.
SubhanAllah, it's amazing you say that.
Really?
Yeah, no, because my next question to you is that there is a really big lack of representation of women in in Arabia in hip hop. Like Arab women who do rap.
Totally.
Really, like I've been in this since 2006, fam. There's mainly 3 or 4 that kept it, and then now there's mainly not a lot of people.
Yeah.
Few in Egypt. You know, Faluka, for example. Shout out to Faluka.
Shout out Faluka. Oh,
Yo,
girl.
I
don't
love
know
that
if
you
you've
guys,
been
like,
watching
you
this.
know, yo.
Oh my god. She's so fire. Mashallah, mashallah.
Sorry.
No, it's
But that's so why do you think, in your opinion, there's that, like, the quantity is there aren't, I'm not saying good or bad, there aren't many. Like in Saudi Arabia, there's this girl called Moon who's amazing.
Oh,
She doesn't show her
fire.
face. Yeah,
Oh,
her name is
so
Moon.
cool. I need
In
to check
Kuwait,
her
there's
out.
a girl called Benaya who's amazing.
Ooh.
She's incredible.
So do they rap in Arabic?
Yeah.
Fire,
There's an
fire.
Arabic.
Mashallah.
You know, for example, there's, you know, now there's the Falukas, there's Shadia Mansour, Malika. You know, there's like
Ranoush in Sudan, by the way. Ranoush, yeah.
Ranoush,
she's fire,
yes.
yeah.
So Sudan is definitely always like, you know, incredible.
Yeah.
Why do you think that, number is low, in your opinion?
That's
is it
such a good
tradition
question.
or is it culture? Is it what you just said about feeling insecure when you're rapping, for example? Because you do feel insecure sometimes when you're singing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. I feel insecure all the time because let's be real.
No,
but which is okay. Like I actually feel
I hear
okay
you.
saying
I
that.
hear
You know,
you.
I feel like it's important for people to like. Will Smith says something. I'm not word for word, but he's like when you speak out, your fear no longer has power over you.
Yes.
So I believe
Kobe
in
Bryant,
being honest. Yeah.
rest in peace as well,
Rest in
said
peace,
something
yeah.
about that.
Yeah. So, but anyway, so like, I mean, that's something that like I think a lot of people struggle with, and I think when it comes to women and hip hop, I think it's definitely a combination of things. I think it's culture. I think it may be like insecurities, feeling like, okay, can I, like, there's so many, it's a male-dominated industry.
Yes.
Like, what's my place in it? How can I make it my own? And I also sometimes wonder whether it's like not so much that there's not as many female rappers, but it's that there are not as many female rappers who get noticed as much as a male rapper can get noticed. That, you know what I
interesting
mean?
point. Yeah.
So that's like, I feel like there must be so many out there. Like there must be so many women.
But they're not getting
But
recognized.
maybe they're not getting
or seen.
recognized. Maybe they're not getting the respect from like their immediate peers within their community, which is not allowing them. I feel like I was very lucky. Like I feel like, alhamdulillah, like me, like, okay, yes, I work hard. Yes, I try very hard.
You were embraced.
But I was
in the
embraced. I
community,
was very lucky to be embraced.
You were
and I had-
embraced because you were real. That's my point.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so
they
much.
would. The community would not embrace somebody they can't relate to. It's a fact.
Yeah.
And you have a your verse in Sudan Cypher.
Thank you so much.
I'm so proud of you. I just want to
Thank
say.
you. I'm so honored.
When I
that
first
you even
heard it,
asked me
I
to
was
be on
like,
it.
wow.
Really?
Yeah, you know, I was. I'll be very honest with you. When I put this whole thing together, I wanted to put that Sudan Cypher. I wanted to select the rappers that
Yeah.
impacted me,
Okay,
right?
fire.
That impacted me because Sudan is filled with rappers.
Yeah.
So that impacted Big House, and there's some names here and there, and we put it together.
Yeah.
And then obviously I'm looking at the lineup, and I've always been very vocal about always supporting women, not because
They're women.
yes.
Yeah.
Because they're talented.
Totally.
I hate this discussion about just putting women just because
Just to fill a
see
quota.
there's a woman.
Oh my God. Totally.
Cut that.
Thank you.
You know, like
Thank
just
Yes.
cut that nonsense.
Yeah, let's normalize
Cut-
it.
yeah.
Let's normalize the
Khali-
fact that women are talented.
Period. You know, there's incredible
Yeah.
women out there. I'm sure you can select, a few that are talented
Yeah.
to do whatever program
Yeah.
or initiative that you're doing.
Yeah.
When you came, and I was talking to Keyz about it, and I'm like, do you think like he's like, yeah, I believe in her. Let's go. And I think that was really incredible. And then you delivered, fam.
Thank you. Oh my God, you have no idea how much of an honor it is to hear that.
You
because
delivered. I'm telling you.
That was a heavy line.
You know Omar Tertoub?
Yes,
I'm
of
sure
course.
So Tertoub always messaged me like that Nadine verse, bro.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Shout out Omar, man. What
he
a
has this
talented,
hashtag
awesome
called
guy.
Al Qahwa Al La'ina, and it's
Okay,
like
fire.
he loves coffee. And every time I talk to him, he's like, yo, that Nadine verse, Also,
That's
when
crazy.
Shah, for example, always these are people
Oh,
that.
Shah is so dope.
Yeah,
mashallah, fire.
So,
Yeah.
what is it about Sudan and talent? What? Why? Yeah, I'm becoming to think like it's like yeah, mashallah. That's my love for Sudan. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
if Sudanese
thank
people are
you,
watching
yeah.
this, they know my love for the country.
I hope so.
I want to go to Sudan
Yeah.
and kiss the sand of Sudan,
Come.
the land.
Oh my God, you're so
There is
welcome.
something about
Yes,
Sudan. I've been
yes.
passionate about it.
That's beautiful.
Every single person I have in my contacts or I know that's Sudanese is talented, fam.
That's beautiful. That's
Isn't
an
that
honor.
amazing?
That's incredible. And I believe you. And it's like,
Why do you think Sudan is like there's so much?
you know why? I feel like on the flip side of us being oppressed for like 30 years is that people are like bubbling, like boiling, like okay, so you're gonna give us no
atash.
voice.
There
Yeah,
is,
there's
thirst.
there's like, you know what I mean? Like literally blood is boiling with creativity and art because people want to express themselves. They like there's not much to do there, like if I'm being honest, like, alhamdulillah, it's beautiful. I love my country, but like because of the situation that we've been in,
Yeah.
we don't have stuff like Dubai. Like we can't like go to really like, anywhere and like do fun skydiving things. Like there's no outlet.
Got you. So you
this
release that.
is-
I think the energy
yeah,
gets out in art.
Totally.
I mean, that's a good point. In the other point, I believe is community is so strong, fam.
Yeah, it is.
Like you posted tweets just saying Sudan, it will get retweeted just 100 times. Just go Sudan.
1000%.
And people were like,
1000%.
what is he saying? What's going on?
1000%.
You know, like
Yeah, so true.
when I released the Sudan cipher, people were like, who's this guy? Like, why is he talking about Sudan? What's a
No,
cipher?
we
What's
know
a-
who Big Hass is.
No,
Are you
I mean,
kidding? Oh my gosh, we know. Like I have Ahmed Hikmet is like he's
Ahmed
Hikmet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Oh my god,
Oh,
such
shout
a
out
huge
to-
fan
yeah,
of
shout
shout out
out-
Ahmed,
shout
shout
out
out
to you.
Capital Radio. He's like a huge guy in Capital Radio.
Yes,
like,
of course.
Yeah, mashallah. And he's really like he sees you as a sway of like the Middle East.
Oh, man.
And like just our region, also like East
Ahmed,
Africa, North
bless.
Africa. And I think that's really beautiful because it's true. Like we do see you as like someone who puts people on, and it's like it's not the cool thing about you is that you're not obviously just
Buckle up
doing
with
it.
Nadine.
No. The thing is, you're not doing it for clout. Like you actually
Yeah.
love the culture. Like it's
I-
so clear. Like you know your music. I find out new artists from you.
Wow.
People who I've never heard of before. You literally have your finger on the
Oh,
pulse.
bless-
You
oh,
don't just
fam.
say that. You really do. So I
Yo,
just have to.
yeah, bless you, fam. I mean,
Respect.
this thing really keeps me going. You know, it's difficult to be what I do because I'm not a producer or a DJ so hearing this is always great.
No, you
but
have a lot going for you.
bless you,
mashallah.
fam. Bless
owe
you.
a
Wallahi,
lot.
always wow. So good to hear that. So Nadine, you were you know, obviously, looking at the kind of songs that you released. There is Pac-Man, which is the
latest one. Yes.
But the one I really also enjoyed was Doing Pretty Well.
Really? Oh
It
no
was,
way.
the difference between obviously Throne
Oh my God.
and that. Tell us about the evolve between Throne to
Yeah.
that. What like
That's a
this
really
was
good
also
question.
released 2019, right? Yeah.
Yes, I'm really honored that you even see involvement. That means a lot because
Yeah.
I definitely
It's more like not evolvement, it's evolvement, but also
Yeah.
difference. Like
yeah,
this, you know?
totally, yeah.
Production, vibe.
So this was a YouTube beat
Yes.
by I believe
Who is it?
I forget the YK I think.
I'm not sure. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So, I was like, I was much happier in my life when I wrote this. Like,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
So that's difference number one.
Shout out Keyz, man.
Shout out Keyz. No, alhamdulillah, like I'm in a much better place. Like
Bless.
I do say like okay, I still struggle with like self-doubt and insecurity. That being said, like I'm open about talking about that, but I'm also a lot more confident, and I also believe in myself a lot more, and I'm also a lot more happy with who I am.
That's a big leap, right there.
It is, and I'm so alhamdulillah. You know, it's such a blessing. I'm so grateful for that. So at this point when I wrote this, I was thriving. I had like a job that I love. Like I was like, you know, doing my music. My skin was good. You know, it was just a good time. So doing pretty well. That's the song.
Can we go over the lyrics to this
For
one?
sure. Yeah.
Got a suitcase packed with a zip breaking. You got a one-way ticket with a job waiting. Shit. Gotta say I'm doing pretty well. I've been flowing, skin is going.
What's the song about?
So it's like it's just me like coming into my happiness basically. So like finding opportunities, like finally feeling good about myself, like being in a good mood, like I'm chilling, like you know, everything is good, alhamdulillah. Shit is like fire. Sorry, I don't know if I can swear on this.
You can.
Oh, sorry. Okay,
It's all good.
sorry.
No, you can, of course.
But yeah, so literally, it's very doing pretty well. I was doing pretty well, and that's it.
Is that somehow you were getting into rapping a little bit, like getting into that vibe, or before?
Before even, I think with Pipe Dreams, I was really like. And then there's a song I have called Cosmos. I don't know if you ever heard it.
Cosmos,
but
no.
it's on SoundCloud.
Okay.
And that was also like very like. I used a Hamza Yusuf snippet. I don't know.
Oh.
Do you know Hamza Yusuf?
Of course.
Yeah, I used like.
What?
Yeah.
I gotta hear that
It's
first.
on SoundCloud.
Okay.
But sorry, I didn't mean to like
No.
go off agenda. But
What's the song called?
Cosmos.
Cosmos. Okay.
So that was
Wow.
like yeah.
Hamza Yusuf. That's
Even before Pipe Dreams.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it was like this was when the Sudan revolution was happening. And
Which okay.
Yeah.
So I want to talk to you about.
Totally.
Did you voice your political views? Were you?
oh yeah, absolutely.
You were okay.
Absolutely. I was sharing stuff. I was posting stories. Me and two girls, Rania.
Sorry, is
Sharif.
that the one?
Yes, this is it. Yeah, so this is a
They'll
snippet.
show you these films and they'll reduce you to nothingness.
I
They
love-
say,
I love
oh,
this
look
guy."
here, you're from an insignificant planet in an insignificant solar system in the midst of billions of galaxies. This
Yeah.
is who you are. You're nothing. And that's true. But if you go inside the human being, all of those vast spaces out there are also in you.
Lately a lot of my thoughts revolve around myself. Like Russian roulette, I could take a bullet to my chest and even get my own. How could I help someone else? We all grew up on it. Oxygen mask logic.
When was this released?
2019.
2019.
Yeah. Around
Wow.
like March. Like around, yeah. Not
What?
March, like I don't know when actually.
What?
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
So why the reference of Hamza Yusuf? Well, Cosmos, obviously.
Yeah.
And he's talking. What are you trying to say in this song?
So basically with Cosmos, it was like feeling like, you know, I was exploring the idea of like people thinking that they don't matter. Like my voice doesn't matter. You know, what can I say or do that will change anything, you know? And I remember hearing Hamza Yusuf lecture where he was essentially talking about the same thing and talking about like, I'm the kind of person I believe like there are certain forces that rule the world, forces of evil that like infiltrate things and, you know, control systems and brainwash us to believe in. Oh, thank you. I really.
Head screwed on with this one.
Oh, thank you. No. I really believe that. And Hamza Yusuf is one of those people who, again, Keyz introduced me to, who really like talks about that stuff. Like if you listen to his lectures, oh my gosh. So he was saying that in this particular snippet, he was saying how they, being those forces,
the powers that may be.
the powers that may be, want us to believe that we're nothing. We don't matter. We're just a speck of dust. Who are we? Like, look at this universe. Look at this galaxy. It's all science. Who are we? You know? And yet they control everything. They want us to believe that we're small because they know that if we believed otherwise, we'd fuck shit up, you know?
Fuck.
So that's what I was like really talking about, and hearing him say that really made me like
inspired you too.
Exactly. So like the chorus is like made of matter, so I matter, don't matter what they say. So
but that was you getting into that rap game as well.
Yeah,
right?
totally. Yeah.
Did you, when listening back to it right now, do you like listening to this, or like, you know, like how do you see yourself, you know,
That's such a good question.
rapping wise as well? Like how do you, you know, because people generally are critical of themselves, right?
Totally, yeah.
Singers and artists are even more critical. You know, I know, like there's, you know, Hamza Housawi, who's one of my favorite singers. He always says, you know, he suffers with being procrastinating because he's always worried about, like, he would do a song, come back to it in 2 months, no, I can do it better, and keep improving it.
Yeah, totally.
Do you fall into that as well, or?
Honestly, like, I wish I did, to be honest. I wish I had more patience.
I'm glad you don't.
No, thank you.
We want to hear more music. I mean.
Thank you so much. No, I feel like I do need to be more patient, and I do need to be more, like, I don't know, because all my friends, mashallah alayhum, like, they're very patient with their work. Like, they'll wait till it sounds really good, they'll mix it properly, they'll master it properly, they'll like make sure it's produced properly, they'll have input on every note, every chord, until it's perfect.
Keyz is like that.
Keyz can afford to be like that with himself because he does everything himself.
Yeah,
so like
mixing,
and it always sounds good. For me, I like try to mix my own stuff, and I have to.
Really?
Cosmos I mix by myself.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it's hard. I don't know how to do it. It's really hard. I'm not a professional at all, but
it's good that you're trying.
Yeah,
at least,
thank you. Yeah, but so I wish I had. I wish I could afford to like take my time with songs and like make sure everything is done properly, but I can't. Like I can't be paying someone to mix.
Yeah.
I make a lot of songs, like you know, so and I want to be able to put them out like constantly. You know, but yeah.
The word support.
Yes.
What does it mean to you in terms of like? This is something I've personally been vocal on. There's a lot of talent in Arabia, in MENA, you know, there's a lot of, you know, artists, like you said, you know, there's a lot.
Yeah.
What are we lacking in order for us to have a voice? Or is that even the right question to ask in terms of like, no, we have a voice, but, you know, what's missing? Is it an ecosystem thing? Is it because, in terms of numbers, like when you see, okay, let's talk about, for example, what the guys did, Sido Simba and Maz Mars. They dropped this Afro-fusion vibe and it went kind of whoop, you know? So now you look at the two songs they have, it's a combination of 2 million views
so
for both. Yeah,
That's
so far.
Incredible. That's a great sign.
They got booked to play in the UAE and stuff like that.
Amazing.
So anyway, what I'm trying to say is that, is it a matter of doing music that actually poppin' and wow, dancey and vibey, or the stuff that we're doing are a bit too serious for the community or the people?
That's a really good question.
How do you Because again, if you look at NBC, right?
Yeah.
NBC is the biggest Arab network.
Right.
As a TV.
Yeah.
They don't care about us.
Damn. You're right.
They might know about us, but they don't care.
Yeah.
Because we're not, like, the numbers.
There's some kind of meshing problem.
Yeah, you know, they still care about the Balqises, the big ones, the Hussein al-Jismis, the big artists, you know, that are incredible, whatever it is they're doing. But still, the gap between the mainstream and the supposedly, if you want to call it, underground, such a huge gap.
It is.
How do you, for example, Samani, when he did that Briefcase album,
oh my gosh,
it was amazing because it went viral because of that Sudanese.
Definitely.
So if you're Sudanese and you're listening to Samani, you were like, yo, I know this.
Yeah.
How is he mixing it to be like R&B and hip hop vibe?
Totally. I think, that's the key for a lot of people. I think people, like locals, want to see their music meshed with, maybe some of their other Western influences. And like, I think that's one factor. And to be very honest, although I support that, it's not necessarily something I totally agree with.
Okay.
I feel like there are a lot of Sudanese artists who are really popping right now, who are doing really well, mashallah, and like incredible music. And there are certain elements of Sudanese society, it's not really meshing with them. Because I feel like there are a lot of people who feel like to have your music be recognized and respected, you have to be a certain kind of Sudanese artist. You have to be a certain kind of Sudani.
Aywa.
You have to, be expressing a certain kind of Sudanness in your music. So like us, like, very Western hip-hop influenced artists
Aywa.
are not really their cup of tea, per se.
Yeah.
A proof, proof,
Oh, of
80
course.
proof, shout out 80 proof.
Yo.
Yeah.
Nah, we're not gonna let this pass by like that. 80 proof.
Gang.
Shout out the Circle, man.
Yeah, shout out the
which
Circle.
you're part of. This is what an incredible guy.
I know.
He's such
so cool.
such a legend. It's one of my dreams to shake his hand. Apparently, he was just telling me the other day that we played basketball together in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, I heard
was like,
that as well.
He's like, I remember the bandana. I'm like, what? Yo, the bandana's for sure, but like
iconic.
But I'm like, yeah, what a dude.
Yeah, he is.
And the 249, the experience.
Yeah,
I just saw on his story that it cost 260,000 in streams without any
nothing.
And what's with Spotify in Sudan? Like he was saying,
Spotify doesn't work in Sudan.
It doesn't work. So still that being
with VPN, but otherwise.
Okay, but still that being said, it's still 260,000.
Yep. That's wild.
Yo.
That's wild. Alhamdulillah. That's all proof, by the way.
Yeah.
That's all his marketing.
I saw his
work. He curated
work.
it, sequenced it.
Yeah.
And he was in it.
Yeah.
So that's wild.
How did you improve? Like, how did this whole, how did you guys meet in terms of?
Through Keyz. Keyz, as we can tell, is a huge factor
Keyz,
in
man.
my life.
Keyz always coming. You're the key, bro.
I know, really, he's the Keyz.
Do we know why he calls himself Keyz? Do you know that?
Yeah, I know that.
Tell us the story quick.
So basically, a schoolmate of his met him, and his name is Al-Fatah. Al-Fatah Shami. So,
okay.
Yeah. So she was like, oh, Al-Fatah, ha ha ha, Muftah. I don't know. I think that was it.
Yeah. Muftah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not that intense of a story. It's literally it. So
that's so funny.
Yeah.
Sometimes we think
there's a big meaning behind something, and nope. Yeah,
but his music is incredible. But yeah, shout out to you and the Circle and the 80 proof for somebody
Likewise,
who I just wanted to say salute, man. And hopefully you're watching this or listening to this. We love you, man. Your work is incredible.
It is.
Wow. طيب, directing, filmmaking.
Oh yeah.
How you have an eye.
Thank you so much.
Yo, that work that
for
you've done
saying
recently with G
that.
Saleh.
Wow, G Saleh, all your video coming out soon.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How did you get into that as well? Because I do believe that filmmaking and directing and being good with visuals is important.
Totally.
What inspired you to also do that? Was it before Throne, for example?
Way before Throne.
That was your first.
Definitely. That was my first passion.
Okay.
Like when I was like, okay, now making it big is gonna be through film.
Wow.
And like I was obsessed with photography.
Okay.
My dad bought me my first camera. I started doing like little gigs here and there in Holland in my undergrad. And I love film so much. Like I just think like visually, like visuals for me, like being able to edit a photo or like, frame a video is just like, I love it. I love being on set as well. Like my day job kind of like working as an assistant director, done a couple of different projects. And I love the set vibe. Like everything is so hectic. People are
You're
yelling,
passionate about
freaky.
it,
I'm
yeah.
so
Cut!
yeah, exactly, dude. Oh my god, yeah, I love it. It's like I'm so blessed to have even had opportunities.
We're blessed to have you because you're one of the, you know, artists obviously right now, and you have that vision so that you can also help.
Thank you. I mean, yeah, no, alhamdulillah, it's definitely like, like when I'm on set and we're doing a music video, I know what's happening around me, and I'm very grateful for that. I think like in terms of having a vision, I don't know how good I am with like, especially when it comes to my own stuff, like telling people what I want to do, but like when it comes to other people's stuff, I'm like, okay, you're gonna stand here, like we're gonna do this like this, like, you know.
You have the vision already.
Not even, I just sometimes I know what I want. Okay. And like I thankfully always have people around me who are super talented, who also know what they want, and we just come to, because the thing about filmmaking is it's not about a director having a vision and that's it, it's their vision done. Okay. It's like actually all of the departments coming together with their respective visions. Implementing
it.
So it's like, there's a misconception that it's like the director is the end all and be all of a video. No, like you would not have a video, a film, whatever, without the sound guy, the gaffer, the lighting people, the cinematographer, production manager, you know? So it's everybody coming together. Yeah.
Did that being into film help you in your music so far? Was that?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Relation?
Absolutely. Like even with how I write very visually and descriptively. You know, I'm like not that great at storytelling, but I will describe a scene. Okay. You know, and that's usually how I start my songs. Yeah.
Bam. Okay, I gotta talk about this. It's not your first time in Dubai, is it?
No, it's not. Yeah.
But when you came here right now, you met fans and people and colleague artists like, you know, the Shaybanis.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I want to know your reaction, Michelle's and others. And shout out to, you know, Female First.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Session for really bringing you here.
Literally bringing me here.
And big up to the work that they do. They're amazing. You know, Meg and the whole team.
Noor, Hiba, all of them. Yeah.
Big up to them. Really, I have so much respect because with what they're doing is amazing. Sometimes they don't get the push or the support that but they keep doing it.
Yeah,
they keep doing it.
Oh my gosh,
and that's important, you know.
Absolutely.
How did it feel to connect with people like the Shaybanis, Michelle's, you know, and others that you both are like fans of each other, obviously.
Oh my gosh.
And one can see the love online.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if this video is going to be out, but obviously. Girl Talk is happening, which is amazing. Shout out to Shay. I'm proud of this incredible person because I've seen her also evolve, and she has a mind of her own, and you know, she wanted to do what she wanted to do, and now she's doing it, which is amazing.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm so proud of her.
So how did it feel to connect with?
With Shabani and Michelle.
Yeah, you know, because, you know, again, you all are like, you know, singers, songwriters, and like you're all in the art scene, but you're also becoming friends. And how did that feel?
It felt amazing. I actually found them through Instagram, and like I actually found out about Michelle through Female First Sessions, and I don't even remember how I found Shabani. I think maybe you had even shared something of hers, and I was like, wait, who? Who is this? How is this possible?
But you both, like, when you support each other, that is beautiful to see because it's so nice. Like when she releases something, you're there.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you release something, she's there.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's
you know? No, it's like the friendship that we have is very, very beautiful. Like I was with them the other day. We were filming the promo video for Girl Talk. And
that was so much fun.
Yeah, did
a lot of pizza, man.
Oh my god, it was a lot of pizza. I'm not even gonna lie. And
shout out to KC Hamada as well. He was
KC, he was filming the whole thing. He's also someone I highly respect.
That's amazing.
Huge fan of his work, and I think like he's the most underrated like rapper in the region. KC Hamada.
Yeah, he's
god.
Unique.
He's unique.
You know, just quickly before I forget, a lot of people now are saying, you know, we gotta see Nadine and Keyz with Shabani and KC.
Yes!
Not a battle thing.
No, but like a get together.
A song, all these together.
Oh, that would be crazy. Oh my god, I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm so down. That would be an honor.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Yeah, no, KC is
But KC,
he's so good.
And he believes in his craft as well.
Absolutely,
and he doesn't, you know, he's one of those people as well that it's not important the followers or the number of followers, just keep, you know.
Yeah, but even still, like, I love when that's not important to somebody.
Yes.
But I also like when they deserve it. I'm like I want his stuff to be pushed to the maximum. You know, also like Shabani, Michelle, like all these artists like deserve to be up there, you know. But that will happen. It will happen over time. I believe that. But what's it called? So
but
yeah,
it's amazing that you guys like met, and now there's a face. There's
a face to the name, and we've
yeah.
actually met and stuff. It's beautiful. Like I was saying, I was with them the other day, and I literally started crying. Like I actually broke down because I haven't had, I haven't been friends with female artists like that. Like I'm very connected with Hibal Jazuli, who's amazing. Ghaida, I have a relationship with them.
Ghaida.
But
Wow.
Ghaida, oh my god.
Yeah.
I know. Moment of silence, like not in a bad way, but in a way of like wow.
We love you, fam.
I know. So it was just very beautiful to have their support and their love, and they're so generous and so kind. And they're so talented. I look up to them. I learn so much from them. So yeah.
See, even the way God bless you, family. This is the reason why I started Buckle Up in the first, because I wanted to have a conversation like this without being interrupted and without the lights and just feeling your vibe is such a mashallah alayki. God protect you and bless you,
God
fam.
bless you. Thank
You have
you so
such an
much.
amazing
That's so kind.
energy,
Thank
and you're
you.
putting that energy into obviously your music, and we're all inspired by it. And
Thank you so much. That's
all
an
that.
honor.
Nadine, what has been so far like the challenge that you passed, but you felt it? You at a point of a time you were like, oh my God, I'm going through a really tough time. I don't know if I'm gonna pass that, but you were able to pass it. If there's something you can share with us, a challenge, something that you faced in your life. And again, I'd understand if you don't want to.
No, I'm really an open book. Like I actually love talking about personal things because I feel like, especially in interviews, like I watch a lot of interviews of artists I really like, and sometimes like an artist that I'm obsessed with, like I'm missing something from them, like something that I feel like would help me. Yeah. Not that I think that anything I say will potentially help anybody, but I love being open.
You already helped a lot of people.
No, you're so kind. Challenge in my life, I think like. Honestly, this is a good one. Okay, so the basic, sorry, I'm like saying that about my own answer. It's horrible.
Yeah.
I think the biggest challenge that I had to overcome was being honest with myself about who I am and the things that I didn't necessarily like about myself and the things that other people didn't necessarily like, and having to change who I was. Like really having that conversation with like myself, being like, okay, look, like you've done some pretty shitty things and maybe you haven't treated people so nicely in the past, but that's okay. And forgive yourself. Those people have forgiven you. You move on, and you just try to grow from it, and you become a better person because of it. I dealt with like a lot of anger issues and moodiness and not taking accountability for some of my actions.
Wow.
And I really had to be like, okay, like you're not a bad person. Like you're not a bad person. You can change, and that's why like
Elbow love.
So yeah, I mean that is a challenge. I feel like it's always a challenge to deal with your mental health and take accountability for certain things and be honest with yourself and have a conversation. Forgive yourself most of all. It's very hard. So
I don't know what to say after that. Thank
sorry,
you so much for sharing
that's a little too
that.
deep.
No, yeah, I mean, it's something all of us pass through, and do you think that sort of kind of challenges like that you're gonna write about in your music in different ways in the future?
Definitely, and I have. It's just the songs are not necessarily out, but yeah, there's definitely some stuff that like.
How many songs you have written that are not out yet?
Oh my god, a lot.
What?
A lot.
Really?
Really, really.
Like, give me a number.
Like an album worth.
What?
Yeah, more even. Yeah. They're not ready. It's not ready. But
do you
over time.
Be honest.
Yes.
Do you get annoyed when people, like fans, ask you like, why you're not dropping it? Like, come on, just drop it. And they don't understand, obviously. It's not about annoyed, but it's about, they just want to hear you.
Yeah.
And we have the attention span of Dory, you know?
Oh my god.
Nemo,
exactly.
just like 3 seconds.
Shout out Dory. Oh my god.
Shout out Dory, yeah. 5 seconds, right?
Yeah,
especially
totally,
now.
Totally.
Yani khalas, you release something, 2 months, like, where are you? What's wrong? Like, you've been missing?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like whenever I get a message of someone being like, hey, like, any new music coming? Like, I actually, like, that means so much to me.
That pushes you.
That pushes me, because it's like, if I don't drop anything for like a month or 2 months, and I don't hear anything, that's a bad sign for me. It's like, no one even remembers who I am. But if I even get one message of someone being like, yo, like, when's your new music coming? then it's a blessing.
Talk to me about Pac-Man.
Oh yes, I love this song. I can't and this is new for me to be able to say I love a song of mine.
Okay.
But I love that song. Shout out Spaceman who produced it, one of my favorite producers of all time.
Let's listen to it.
Yes.
Woo.
Ayo Space.
I love the marketing you did for this one.
Really? Thank you.
I'm forever chasing, always gonna be waiting, got nothing but time. My tattoo's been chafing, pain's a little babe, but you're worth it, so it's fine.
Why Pac-Man?
Was this okay? This is a really good question. So the beat of the song was called Arcade, produced by Spaceman.
Arcade, okay.
Arcade, and you could even hear the corn being put in the beginning,
yes,
it's like a game.
Yes.
And
Okay.
so the hook I came up with is "I'm not playing games with you," which is yeah. And Pac-Man is always chasing something, right? He's always like running, like eating, trying to like win. And there's always like little ghosts following him, like little demons being like, "No, like you're not gonna win. We're gonna eat you." So it was literally that, like.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Super
It's such
out
a
there.
simple thing, but I mean,
Yeah.
you visualize that.
Yeah.
But what? Okay, so who's Pac-Man here?
Pac-Man. Oh,
Is it a special person or?
No, so this is a really good question. So the song is not a love song, despite that's what it sounds like.
Not a love song.
No,
Really?
I wrote it.
Okay.
I wrote it to sound like a love song, and but
wow.
the subject of what I'm talking about is actually the music industry.
Yes, Satir?
Wallah.
Yo.
Yeah.
We need a Genius video on this one. You know
Really?
Genius? when
Yes, I wanted to do one actually.
You should do one, like you know,
Thank you.
talking about the video.
Oh, thank you
Talk
so
about the
much.
song.
Yeah, thank you.
I said it, don't care, I'm petty, I glow like Fenny without the feminine, so you don't want me bleeding, the pressure feels so heavy, catch up and I'll murder, senses you the devil, hellish got me begging on my knees, I'll do anything please, I've been naked on TV, put my mama up on me, swear myself out overseas, just tell me what you need, just tell me what you need.
Yeah, so like, I'll get naked on TV, fly myself out overseas, like it's just about
Wow.
like as if like
It's
me
about-
talking to the industry, like I'll do anything, like, and you know how some people, not me, like I wouldn't get naked on TV, but like some people do. Some people like, look, like I'll get naked on TV, like I'll do whatever, like for that 15 minutes, I will do whatever it takes, just like give like for the money
Give
of
me the
it, for the
exposure, give
fame,
me the-
yeah. And some people will really do anything for that, you know.
Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Okay, this is gonna be crazy. When you explained it that way, you become a fan. I become a fan of the song quickly.
Wow, thank you.
Does that make any sense to you?
Totally, absolutely.
No, does that mean, for example, sometimes when artists like
Yeah.
to say, and I fall into that, they would release a song. I wouldn't ask them, or I have no connection with them to ask them what's the song about,
Totally,
and I would
yeah,
get whatever
yeah.
I get from it.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
But then when they go on and they talk about it, I would like, yo, that's what they meant, and now I love it more. Does that make sense?
It makes total sense. That's what I live for. Like that's what I advocate for. Like tell people what your song is about. Like a lot of people don't necessarily want to do that, and I understand and I respect that.
Yes.
Me, I have to. Like I can't. Like I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, leave it open for interpretation. Like no. Like I had an intention, you know, and like okay, interpret it as you want, but I want you to know what I was talking about, because then otherwise it's just kind of like, what's the point for me personally? You know, I want people to know like this is. Like, and I didn't write it when I posted, and I write long captions. I didn't say this is not a love song, because I wanted people to be able to sit with it, get whatever you want from it. I was gonna do a lyric video and be like, by the way, it's not a love song. I mean, if you want it to be that way, sure, but for me, it's about the music industry.
It's about, wow.
You know, and for me, it's about
Pac-Man.
being
See,
obsessed with something.
It makes total sense right now, like the way you,
Thank you. Success. Thanks.
Does music always have to make sense?
No, I don't think
Like,
so.
does it have to be like, you know, like?
Not
or you
always.
just, are you experimenting? Are you when we say experimenting? For example, I'm gonna mention Shaybani because I have so much respect for this incredible person.
I love her.
Obviously, Shaybani started off something, and then you know, like now she's there's a really big big time.
Oh my gosh.
And I feel personally as someone who you know. I'm very, I'd say this, I'm very protective of Shaybani, really. I feel like she's a young sister,
She's
you know.
precious.
Yeah, and especially when I came in here, I found out about her in Saudi Arabia, and then we met here,
cool.
and then, you know.
Yeah.
So when we're looking at someone like that, she experimented a lot.
Yeah.
Would you say also, do you know what you're doing, or you want to experiment in different things in the future? Are you open to experiment here and there? and see how the
Yeah.
people react.
Definitely. Oh my God, that's literally like I was actually thinking this the other day. I was like, for example, with live shows, I never know how to sequence a set. I never know how to put together a set for a live show.
Okay.
But I'm always like, you know, I'm just gonna try this and see if it works. See how the crowd reacts to this. See if I can do this and get away with it. You know. And I also want to do that with my music. Like I definitely like I kind of know what I want, but I'm also just like really messing around and seeing like, okay, what do I like? And it's not even so much about what other people want to hear, but it's like, what do I feel comfortable with? What do I like? What is exciting me? You know? So, yeah.
Man, I could spend an hour with this.
Thank you. No, likewise.
Maybe we've been in already, mashallah. Family
Yes.
and music.
Yes.
And Nadine.
Yes.
Being Sudanese. Fi clash?
Oh,
Whether
yeah.
there's no clash. Oh.
في شوية, yeah. في شوية. No, my parents, I'm very lucky, are so supportive. Like, I'm blessed beyond belief at how supportive my parents are. That's not to say that I don't get a conversation every day about where's the money, when is it coming, how is it coming, what are you gonna do about your debt?
Of course.
So, I mean, it's standard, of course.
Yeah.
Their parents, they care. It's never gonna
And
be
they're
any other way.
Arab parents, which is like...
But people don't realize that there's a difference. There's parents,
there's a huge-
and then there's African/Arab parents, and that's a whole thing
That's
on
true.
its own. So, but I'm alhamdulillah, my parents are freaking amazing, man. Like, yeah.
First time I talked to Odyssey, he told me something, and then he told me something very kind of... I met him here. I flew from Jeddah just to meet him. That was
fire.
like 9 years ago
Fire.
or so. He told me something that I never forget. I was asking him. He had a gig here. He told me something. I was like, "How was it when you broke the news to the family that you went out?" He said that his father asked him, "If you can show me that you're making money out of your production and music,
Yep.
you're good."
Totally.
Is that something still that a lot of Arab, especially artists, face?
Absolutely.
Because parents care about that. Like, you
Yeah,
know,
that's
put you in school,
mostly what
and
they care
obviously
about.
there's no music schools.
Yeah,
You study music and whatever it is.
Yeah.
So how do you, do you relate to what Odyssey said?
Definitely. It really is about that at the end of the day. Like, the main thing, like when I tell my dad I have a gig, or I tell my mom, okay, I have a show, he's like, okay, are they paying you? First, that's the first question.
Yeah,
Not what is it, what do you have to do, da da da. Where's the cash money,
Yeah.
And that's completely fair. And a lot of parents are like that. Like, even, Proof's brother is Bas.
Of course.
Yeah, so he was even telling us, like, with his family, like, even his father was, like, more so happy with Bas, pursuing music, and DJ Momo pursuing music and stuff when the money started rolling in.
Okay.
And then he's like, okay, like now I see this as a viable career. That's all they just want you to be comfortable.
Yeah, but the fight is difficult as well. The
is.
period that you prove.
Definitely.
Because sometimes you got to do shows for free, or sometimes you got to do this, or the pay is not good.
Yeah. And that's where I'm at right now. And I have to, it's a constant conversation of like, Mom, Dad, this is an investment.
Yes.
It's a gradual process.
But you believe in yourself.
Yeah.
I feel it. I see it. I look in your eyes, Nadine, and you really believe.
Thank you so much.
Someone, I mean, you have no brain if you can't see that. I mean, this girl knows what she wants, and you're there.
Thank you so much. That's an honor.
Can I bother you with a couple of things?
Please. It's no bother.
Yeah, I want you to perform something for us.
Oh, okay.
So, I know you have a beat.
I do.
And I want you to, if you could connect.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the exciting part.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I feel like I am on Sway.
Oh my God, don't say that.
5 Fingers of Death.
Yo, 5 Fingers. You watch 5 Fingers of Death?
Of course.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sway is somebody. I'm not sure if you've seen that video. I wished him a happy birthday. And he actually replied back.
Oh my God.
It was crazy because people start tagging him, and he's like, one thing led to another, and he actually messaged his cousin. Shout out to B. And he asked her about me, like, is this guy legit? And she said, yeah. And he hit me up.
So
and he said,
cool.
yeah, I hit him. Yeah. So look, just even getting goosebumps again. Hearing from Sway was
wow.
So the fact
that's
that
destiny.
Yeah, the fact that you mentioned that, the fact that I'm in the same space as him.
Yes, of course you are. When I told Keyz I was doing this, do you know how hard he freaked out? He was like, you realize you're going on our version.
When is his song coming out?
Sorry?
His song.
Oh, tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
I
right?
think either today or tomorrow.
Yeah, it was
Today.
supposedly going to come out, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Sorry
that's
to interrupt you,
exciting.
but
No, it's okay.
But blessings to you and Keyz.
Yeah,
you're
thank
always
you.
showing love to me.
Thank you. No, you're amazing.
Always.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to try.
Yalla, I'm gonna make you connect to here first.
Okay.
So it's all good. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god, I'm so
Nadine.
nervous. Sorry.
So funny.
Okay, let me see. So what I'm gonna do is, this is from a song called Story of My Life.
Okay.
And it's a song with me in the circle. So it's like me, G Saleh, Keyz.
I got all her contacts.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yes. Allow,
No.
I guess. And then, okay, so.
Oh, this is the song you did with The Circle.
Yeah.
And
So,
shout out to The Circle. Just
yeah.
quickly tell us about what The Circle
Okay.
is about. It's an amazing,
Yes.
incredible collective.
Yes.
That started,
Created
I believe,
by
by Proof.
Yes.
And I love what you guys are doing. There was one part when you guys are releasing, and they were like, you go like 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning, and you see them like working on music.
Yeah.
That was amazing. When did The
Yeah.
Circle start? What, like last year?
Around May last year.
May last year.
Yeah. So that's
Good
shout
luck
out
to you
Proof.
guys.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much, Wallah. Thank you so much. Me,
Can't wait.
Keyz, G, Saleh, Keyz, and Proof. Yeah, that's the gang.
Bam, bam.
My family.
Circle.
Yes.
Check them out. I'll also leave, their Instagram page. Follow them, you guys down.
Please.
Okay,
Thank you.
tell us.
Okay, so I think.
Is this the one? Let me just.
Oh no, that's Lana Del Rey.
Ooh. Oh, you're a fan.
I am. Is this it? No, that's not even the beat. My
Checking
bad.
out the beat. It's all good.
Is this it? Yes.
Aha.
Here we go.
Put it up. Put it down. Is it good?
Da 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 da. Yeah.
Nadine, buckle up. Let's go.
Okay. I don't wanna talk. Phone off if I had a car, I'd drive. Take a ride on the highway with the speed high. Never kept tabs on the speed nights. It's like the blah blah blah, skirt around the point. Words came easy till I didn't have a choice. Now I'm struggling to find the letters for my voice. No channeling, so it's just noise. It's hard to be honest when I'm facing it. Chilly in the open, so I only got layers. I'm not trying to tell my life story to a therapist. Did it once and nothing ever came of it. I was out looking for anything to love. A friend, a stranger, a hobby, a drug, anything but myself. Put all my issues on the top shelf. Now I dust it off with a cocktail. Hardest hitting thought, what if I fail? At least it'd be a story to tell. And it goes on to a chorus like, story of my life, I gotta get it right. That's a cool prop. That's it. That's the verse.
Yo.
Yeah. I'm like shaking.
Yo, what was that?
Thank you so much. You're so kind.
Yo,
I feel like I messed it up,
I need to get like a crown, you know?
Thank you.
Yo, mashallah, this
Thank
is this is Biggie Smalls.
Oh,
And
shout out.
today, March 9th, actually is the day he got assassinated.
Oh, damn.
You know, so
Allah
March
yarhamah.
9th, yeah.
Yeah.
Biggie Smalls, cool.
Yeah.
Well, what was
Oh my God, I'm
that?
shaking.
Bless you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that.
That was, yo.
That was really nerve-wracking. That was
No,
scary. So thank you. Thank you so much.
You and freestyles, is that something like when you're chilling with Keyz and stuff like that? Do you sometimes go off the top and stuff like that?
Yeah, we do. He's so good at it. And like it's intimidating because he'll like go off and then I'm just there like, yeah, there's a cat with a hat and his name is Dr. Seuss and I don't know what to say, and that's literally my freestyle. So I'm really glad you didn't make me freestyle off the dome because that would have been embarrassing.
Bless fam.
Yeah.
Do you want?
No. Never. Thank you for that.
Nadine, Keyz's verse
Yes. Oh my God. In Sudan side.
yeah.
And everything he does, really.
Yeah, for sure. but the verse, what the fuck just happened?
I know.
What?
Can we listen to it real quick?
Yeah. Well, I need to disconnect there.
Oh, my bad.
Or if we
Okay.
can listen to it from your phone.
I don't even have internet.
Okay,
I'm gonna
cool.
disconnect.
Yeah. What?
Whoa.
Sudan again on
I love it.
Yo, this is on the radio, fam.
Are you serious?
Yo,
Is that us?
this is 95 FM. It's my
That's
station.
your station.
Yeah. What?
That's all
Yo,
you.
it's 2:40. It's not even my show. Wow. Okay.
I love it.
Yo. Okay. Yo.
That's fire.
See the Simba Mass Mars.
249 represent.
Woo.
249.
Man.
249.
I don't want to take much of your time.
No, I
but
want to
man,
take much of yours.
I've been. This is one of my favorite buckle ups. But let's talk about obviously incredible lineup of artists. Everyone killed it.
Yeah.
I think Odyssey's verse. I'll be very honest with you. People need to even go deeper in it because his verse was you know. But Keyz, come on.
Oh
I don't know what he did. He flipped.
Like, it's not even fair. It's like wild.
Allow me to reintroduce again who this is. I am the spirit that harnessed the blood of the martyrs and soul of the Nubians. Nigga, this isn't a movie. You're looking at the last living pharaoh, the room with the humans. And I got the key to the future, the proof in my pseudonym. Go ahead and Google it. Dripping in the belly, my
Oh, yeah.
I ain't tripping about y'all. Let me give a little translation.
Yeah, got a bone that a big gone.
Had a minute gone with a bit of bullshit. It doesn't matter. No.
Yo.
Oh my god.
I'm telling you, Saudi Arabia lost it when they heard that.
Oh my god. Oh my god. How?
Put the AC up, man. We're fighting.
I know, right?
Yo.
I'm sticking true to my roots. What?
Cut from the clouds to the ribbon of the Nile. I can feel the love of the city on arrival. We ain't almost feeling low, we on a high note. Big brother see the dough is puffing right up. Name a white man who wanna war without violence. I run with the wolves and I eat with the lions. When I take shots, you can listen for the silence.
I love that.
Thank you. This is a beat. Brooklyn hits, man. Shout out.
Shout out Brooklyn.
Now you wanna see it. Everybody know the guy who come just to eat. Like the pyramids in Meroe. You could never bury me. Right over history, you can't erase the memory. Hold it made of gold. I wear a heavy crown when you know your own worth. You can never let it down. Build from the ground. Seas planted out. Being found. Trees coming out. Beats ringing out loud. And then goes on the round. We were the ones who'll be the ones. They ask us how. We always knew. We never doubted. We've been endowed with the legacy of pharaohs. Knowledge is boundless. Confident power. They're coming for an hour. And I tell us who the fuck that common cowards.
Wow, thank you for playing that. Thank
Fam.
you. Flip tug. Thank you so much.
And everybody
Thank you,
involved
thank
in
you,
Sudan
thank you,
Cypher, I
thank
just
you.
want to say
trust.
thank you guys for making one of my dreams come true.
You
Thank
made
you
our
for
dreams come
believing.
true.
Thank you for believing in the vision. We've never met before. We put this together. Brooklyn sent me the beat. I sent it to you guys. I was blessed. Odyssey is somebody that changed my life and impacted it in an incredible way. He was there. You know, obviously you, Keyz, there was little Joe, you know, Flipter. It's just really G Saleh, of course, with that.
G killed it,
came
opening
in.
it up
Yo.
crazy.
G's verse as
Oh
well.
my god,
it was like,
it's
you know,
iconic in Sudan.
I'm telling you,
like,
so.
let me give you the zit.
Yo.
Let me give you the zit. What?
Yeah,
Crazy.
for me.
Too
for
Dope
me,
killed it as well.
Yeah. Too Dope. You know, Too Dope. Me and Too Dope have an incredible story because you know I got him into the UAE here for the beat.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it was really amazing to see him rock. And Sudan showed up that night.
Oh, fire.
Sudan, it was like, you know, it was a full line of artists. Shaybani was one of them, and
She opened for him, right? Which is
and
crazy.
it was also from Saudi.
Yeah.
And then Too Dope came in, and it was the audience was Sudanese. You can tell Sudanese.
They show up for their
they
people.
show up,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
And that was again another proof, you know. Shout out to Proof that you know. Sudan also always shows up.
Totally. So thank
fam,
you for that.
you are incredible in every single way.
Likewise.
Sorry I took much of the time.
No, are you kidding me? I'm
but
so grateful.
sarahatan, you know, I don't know when is the next time that you know we'll
hang out
meet.
and talk properly.
Yeah,
exactly.
and you're somebody. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Please keep doing what you're doing because you're somebody that is also. We look up to you, and again, I said it to you before. I don't like supporting women or female artists just because of a quota or a female.
Totally,
you're talented.
Thank you.
And that's something, you know. If there's anyone that you would like to shout out at the end, and please tell us your social media.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be right here.
Thank you so much.
What is your social media?
Thank you. Social media at
It's okay. You can pick up.
I'm
Actually,
so sorry. No,
you can pick up.
No, that's okay. It's okay. Sorry. It's a thing. So social media at Nadine Al Ruby on Instagram.
Yeah.
And thank you so much. Like, I obviously want to shout out The Circle, Proof, Keyz, Chisalah, my music family. Thank you. Shibani, Michelle, Casey Hamada, all these incredible artists in Dubai.
Shout out Tak.
Mad love to you guys. And of course, last of all, Big Hass.
Bless you.
Oh my gosh, thank you. You guys, this man right here is the key to the culture.
Oof.
He has it on lock. like so much respect for him. He does everything he does with love and pure intentions, and like honestly, we owe musically a lot to him, and we also pray to see you rise to the top and get that Sway interview.
Yo.
I see it happening.
Inshallah.
Manifest.
Inshallah.
So thank you for this incredible honor, and thank you for watching.
Bless you. Bless you. Wallahi, Nadine. Quickly, what's coming up for you next? What can we expect?
Thank you for asking. Okay, so eventually there will be the Circle album, which I'll be a part of, and that will be really exciting. 249 Experience Volume 2 will be coming at some point.
Volume 2.
Yes,
this
sir.
year.
This year, yeah, inshallah.
Okay.
And for me personally, just like new songs coming out, hopefully a couple of music videos, inshallah, in the near future.
Nice.
Nothing too specific yet, but please, it would be an honor if you could stay tuned, follow me on Instagram, and you will receive all my updates.
Amazing.
So, thank you.
This video might not come out before the Girl Talk event.
Yeah, no.
I should say good luck to you guys. I think it's amazing.
Thank you so much.
I can't wait. This is incredible. An amazing lineup. We got DJ Don't Touch My Hair, DJ Mao.
Yes.
And then you got you.
Yes.
Michelle and Shibani on the mic.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah. Yeah. It's exciting.
I mean, yo, that's amazing.
It's gonna be lit. Gang, gang, gang. So, yeah.
What's your dream?
My dream. To make okay, so my big dream is to make it big enough in music that I have a large enough platform to be able to do the things I want to do and have it make an impact. That's my dream. So like big dream, like being able to fund platforms in Sudan that give resources to people to be able to make music, come and chill and create. Also, big dream is to expose those forces of evil that control and...
Pac-Man. That's how we start.
Yeah.
Listen to Pac-Man first.
Yeah.
That's the first step.
That's the first step. If you want to help me take down these people.
Pac-Man.
Yeah, which I believe we can all do. But yeah, those are the big dreams. What is your dream?
Wow, you're flipping it. It's just good. See, she's incredible.
I care. That's why.
My dream is to actually one of my dreams is to host one of those Apple Beats. Apple Beats 1 with Ebro. If they come to this region, I want to be that host.
Fire.
I want to have a platform that's bigger than the one I have right now. I'll be very honest with you. Right now, I feel it's Big Hass, but Big Hass is a human being. I want to be able to join a platform where it's huge, so I can get all these people. And whenever I get somebody on the radio, I want to change their life because I got them on the radio.
Totally.
Because that's what Sway does, right? Like Sway would get on. The second they would get on the radio,
lives change forever.
And if they're dope, it's life changing. So I want to try to do that hopefully. So that's
if I can say, you're already well on your way.
Bless.
Because my life feels changed after this interview.
Oh wow.
So, and I'm sure a lot of people.
Nadine, you're incredible.
Really,
follow the sister, you guys. Shout out to you. Shout out to Sudan.
Thank you.
May Allah protect you. May Allah bless your family.
God bless you.
It was really an honor to meet your dad. Shout out to Capital Radio. Shout out to Sudan. Nadine Ruby, ladies and gentlemen. Remember that name and follow her. Like and subscribe and all that good stuff. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.